Can y'all really feel me? Hey y'all, it's Jerica. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails for my YouTube videos on my phone. So for this specific thumbnail, I'm going to be making a collage. So I got to put two pictures together. So I'm just going to select the right template. I'm using the 16:9. It was the last one on the far right. And that's just the regular size for a standard thumbnail for a YouTube video. So I selected that one, and then I'm going to select the layout option that has two pictures. So I'm going to go to my gallery and choose the two pictures that I'm combining together. Just those two at the top, and then I'm going to switch them because I didn't want them in that order. I wanted them flip-flopped, so I'm just going to drag that one on the right to the other side, and then I'm just going to kind of adjust them a little bit, zoom in, zoom out, and get rid of the border basically, because I didn't want there to be any white space at the edges. So that's what I'm doing now, just adjusting the pictures. After I've gotten everything positioned the way I want it, I'm just gonna click done at the top and save it to my phone. I don't know why you guys can't see the very top and bottom of the screen. It does this every time I make one of these videos and screen record, but we're just gonna go with it, so just bear with me. The next app that we're gonna go to is Fonto, and this is the app that I use to add the words or caption to my thumbnail. This you can play around with because they have so many different fonts and you can do so many different effects with them. So just play around with it and see what you like. So first, you just tap the photo and you'll see the add text button pop up. So we're gonna click that, and then we're going to choose what font I want to use. So I wanted this title to be something about nighttime skincare and like an esthetician skincare routine. So the first thing that I'm going to type is nighttime, and we're going to play with that text first just to find the right font that I want and the color that I want. Also, make sure whenever you type any text that you center it, just so it'll be even in the text box. So I'm just dragging that to the middle, and then I'm going to add skincare at the bottom. I'm gonna stack these, so I'm gonna click enter just so one word will be under the other, just because that's how I want it to look. Like, that's the style I'm going for. So now I'm gonna pick a more standard font. I always gravitate towards these. I'm not even going to attempt to say this word. I'm not going to butcher it, but I always scroll down to the H's so I can choose this font. I use this font a lot. If you go on my channel and look at my thumbnails, you can see that this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to put this one at the bottom, and then I'm going to put the word esthetician at the top. And then with that one, I'm going to use more of a script font just because I want it to be a little more light and flowy, like not as bold. So I'm just going to scroll until I see a good script that I like. I decided on this one just because I like the style of it. So now I'm just going to move that one to the top. And these are all going to look really different once I start changing like the actual style of the font. Because you can go in and you can change the color, you can add borders, you can change the thickness of the borders, and also change the colors of those as well. So with this one, I think I just stuck with the white font and added a black border, made it really thick around the edges. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other two and just kind of alternate colors. I wanted the word in the middle to pop more. So I think I ended up using a pink border or a pink text for nighttime. We're about to see. But yeah, you can just definitely play around with these. Try different color combinations and different styles just until you reach one that you like and one that goes with the background of your thumbnail. On the last word for skincare, I just kind of alternated the top. So for this one, I used black text and then a white border and made it thick around the edges just to give some contrast between the first word, esthetician, and the word skincare. I think I did go back and center this text because it looks like it's left aligned, and I wanted it all to be centered. So I think I'm going to go back and change that. But other than that, I think that was the last thing I did. Oh, no. I also went and tilted the word esthetician a little bit. You're going to see. I just clicked on it and I clicked tilt. And you can kind of tilt it in either direction. So I'm going to tilt it a little bit just to add just a little bit more flair after I space everything out. And yeah, this is how I make my thumbnails. I usually use Fonto for all of my thumbnails, and sometimes I use Canva, but I lean more towards Fonto because I just like the style of the fonts a lot better. I can make my thumbnails look more uniform, and it's just very user friendly. I go back and forth between the two, but this one's definitely my top favorite. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up if you like whenever I make editing videos like this. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Also, leave me a comment if you have any questions about what I did in this video. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. I've been watching you. Watching